Yo, welcome to the Weekly Scheme Podcast, man. It's your host, Mansa Musa Jr. I'd like to welcome everybody. We had a little technical difficulties. I don't know what be going on, man. These companies be giving us bull crap service, man. We just take it and we happy with it. I'm sick of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's always something, man. We always gotta wait for somebody else's platform to get us to where we gotta get. Man, get your own stuff and we gonna be cool, man. But yo, just remember, call to action. We're open up on all social media platforms. We're on Twitter, we're on IG, we're on Facebook. We have a Facebook group, and I have Mansa Musa as a business page also, so you can go follow all them. You know what I'm saying, but right now we're gonna do another episode back to back one, and this is on the Nick Cannon situation, you know, and the Jules Pool, and I spelled it Pool for a reason because pool is very key in this. You pull your resources and you stick together and you can have major influence in a lot of things that you do. A lot of people just don't understand it. They miss it or they just want to be quiet on purpose. But I don't know which one it is, but I'm going to enlighten you on something. But the thing with Nick Cannon is, he has a lot of stuff. The thing that I'm gonna start it with this. The thing that that threw me for a loop with him was I didn't know that he didn't own that Wilding Out. Like it threw me off. I'm like, how doesn't I was like, what? Because somebody made me stand corrected on Facebook, and they were saying something, but I was like, but when they were saying it, and I said it to him, he was like, no, but he was like stern with it. So I'm like, what is he talking about? And he was like, yeah, he was like, he don't we see he was like throw Viacom away, but I'm like, why would you throw it? I was like, we understand he got to throw it away, but what is he talking about? I was like, he was like, you can go take them over to somewhere else like the Diddy. But I was like, he was like, but he don't own it. And I'm like, he don't own it. And he was like, yo, he doesn't own it. So I was like, all right. So I started doing some research and like he doesn't own it. And that thing's on, yo, it's $1 billion brand. And that's why I wanted to come on and talk about it because I've been talking from the beginning since I started the YouTube and the social media thing going live and everything. It's the brand is very important. A lot of people don't understand that it's important, and it should be an extension of you. You should never start something and allow somebody else to manipulate, control it, or show some type of leverage over top of you where they can pull it away and pull the plug on you. You always got to understand that if somebody loves you and cares about you and they're trying to promote you and put you out there, but there's always some type of curveball to it and they got to connect themselves to you if you're successful or not, and they just try to connect to you. A lot of people are leeches, and they don't need to be around. Everybody got to have a position of where they got to play their part, and if you can't play that part, you don't need to be around. And the thing with him is he allowed them people to use and abuse. Because I don't have anything bad to say about Nick, but it's the point that I thought he was more intelligent enough to to like take his brand, like that stuff that he knew it would grow. He saw it growing. But why wouldn't he ever say, look, I want my part, but try to take the whole thing and keep the whole brand? But you were but he does it with a lot of things. So I don't understand where you missed the train on that and didn't do it with that. It don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't make sense. And something doesn't seem right. And I don't know what it is, and I'm trying to figure it out because this is more of a new topic for me with him, but I had to speak about it because I don't think that people really understanding what they seeing out there. Because you had to do the Will and Jade I did yesterday. Now I'm doing this with Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon is he's always been there. People called him corny. They didn't call him all types of things. He acts like a white boy, and he always could appeal to all the crowds. That's what I think that he would. I liked him. I like him. I still like him. I just don't think that he owes anybody an apology. He doesn't own. He doesn't owe the Jewish community an apology. I don't understand. I talked about this before, where everybody always says you want to be anti-Semitic. Now it's like now everybody that the minister was touching, like they doing it to them now. Like the people that he was out there extending his hand because he knows what they can do. I was gonna get mad at Diddy about his YouTube, on Revolt TV and his YouTube getting cut off and them taking the minister thing down or making them take it down. But I'm like, yo, hold up. I don't know if he took it down or not, or they did it. I think they did it. But and I'm saying, so you got to really start to think like, yo, you can't be making passion judgment on people because you don't know what they doing. You don't know what's happening, you know. But it's showing you that you got to protect yourself, who you are as a brain, you know. And I got something that I'm doing in this episode. I want to see if anybody notices it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm being an ass about it and I'm just being funny. But I'm going to see, you know, I'm going to see if anybody notices, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a funny thing that I want to do. Hi, buddy. Finally caught you live. Hey, what up, Juddy? What up, YouTube B matchmaker? What's up with you, man? We up here talking about some fun things, man. But yo, I think you know what it is. I forgot to change my latency on my thing. That's why it'd be lagging. I didn't do it again on this because my brain be moving so much. I do everything by myself, so it just be messed up. But I'm just telling you right from the door, the brand is what you should always do. You should always take something that's you, an extension, whatever you try to form, and always keep it close to you because that could be your baby, and that's what people most of the time don't understand that if you don't brand that, somebody else is going to make the money off you. If why wouldn't you just make the money off yourself? You know, and that's all I always want to tell people. Like, and I've been saying it. People are like, oh, you always talking about the brand. You talking about this. You talking about that. Why you always talking about the brand? People always making jokes and making light of it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't take it as a joke because it's an extension of me. So if you laughing at my brand, you're laughing at me. But I don't want to be a joke. But a lot of things are joke. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand. Like it's the dude Lucas that started the Star Wars. They laughed at him. They allowed him to keep all his rights to stuff he had for Star Wars. And they laughed at him. And look at it now. It's billions. He sold it for billions. Billions. Because he believed in himself that he was going to stay the course and promote his own thing. He didn't just let it fall off. He just kept doing it with the ships. Oh, that guy's crazy. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, he stepped it up, stepped it up, stepped it up. And then that's what you see. And now he's happy. And you don't, and people are like, wow, how'd he do that? Yeah, because he started early and he never, you know what I mean? He never gave up on himself. I don't give up on myself. Nick made a mistake of not branding everything that he does. That Wildin' Out was a brand that he started. It was a part of him, and they knew it, and they attached themselves to it, and they took him down, man. You got to do it. You got to understand it. And these people get mad about, well, they cut him and they fired him. Well, hey, listen, Diddy got his own thing. We got Dame Dash got his own studio. He might be hard to work with, but you want to know something? He don't take shit. You take shit from everybody else, but you don't want to take shit from him. You know what I'm saying? He's a businessman, and at the end of the day, you kiss everybody else ass, kiss his ass too. You might have to. You know what I'm saying? Because in the day when that man got his own stuff, and then you got to come to him with your head down, you're gonna feel real crazy, and that's what people don't want to do. Go with your head bowed. You still got Jay-Z and everything. People might get mad at him. I get mad at him about certain things, but you want to know what? He has his own stuff. He can put his stuff out there. He owns the rights to a lot of things. You can't just play with Jay-Z stuff. So there's learning there. And now we're going to see everybody that talks everything they want to talk. We're going to see if you pull all your resources together and do what you have to do. Them people wouldn't have had to cut Nick Cannon if there was other people and millionaires that would put money in and back him in the brand that he loves. Back your people in the brand that they have. You know what I'm saying? People could start low, but you gotta think about it. The guy that owns Amazon, his family contributed to him and saved him when he was about to lose Amazon in the beginning stages. He stayed the course. He believed in his stuff. He made his family believe in his brand. He kept going. Everybody put in. Everybody put in, and they got their money's worth. You know, and he blew up. I forget how much they said. It was like they more than quadrupled their investment. Because everybody believed in it. You just got to keep believing and believing and believing. Just believe in your brand. Don't. I took light out of what happened to Nick, and it's not a funny moment, but I tell you what I took out of it. I took it that you should always take yourself and brand yourself. Brand yourself, man. You always have to do it. Brand you. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. Always take it. Be happy with what you got and start from somewhere. That's why I don't care. I start from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? The woman up there, she started from somewhere. Annette Gio, she started from somewhere. We all got to start from somewhere. Just be happy with what you got and try to promote with what you have, you know? And we're going to start doing it. Yeah, for a fee, I do motivational for Mansa Musa Jr. That brand coming up on that thing right there, you know? We got the scheme of things right there. Boom. You know, we branding everything brand. You got to brand it. It's yours. And it be different things. It goes in stages. It goes in stages. But you know what? People can laugh and do whatever they want, but you started something. You know what I'm saying? Ask them, did you start something? Everybody got to start from somewhere. Perfect it. Perfect the craft. And then you'll be something. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really have too much to put out there for, you know, this is a little bonus reel. And I'm going to start doing behind the scenes of how we doing everything, you know? And I had did I wanted to tell you too. I had did an interview with a guy over the over the over the internet, but I was supposed to put it on here, but for some reason the audio on that wasn't working right. You know what I'm saying? He was showing all around like what his country, what they going through during the pandemic. So at the end of the day, and I got this daggone thing making all this noise, this dehumidifier. I just keep the dehumidifier, keep the air good. But I don't be worried about all that. But you just gotta you gotta do what you gotta do out here. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Keep the brand going. Everybody should be sharing. Everybody trying to build everybody up. You could do it. We showed it before. I could see the steam in people. It's falling out. People still not trying to put that full steam. It's like if they don't say it, you're not moving. I'm moving regardless. And I want a multimedia company like boom and keep going and watch when I do it. And I'll have my own thing. People want to pay for slots to get on mine, but I'm going to do what I got to do, and I'm going to find out how I got to do it, and I'm going to do it all the right way. But it's going to be slow and funny because you know what they used to do? I think it was called Urban Expressions. They started. We used to be laughing. They used to be like something. The dude, I forget it. I think his name was Keith. A cool Keith up the street or something. It was crazy. I forget what it was called. But we used to laugh. But we used to tune in all the time. Jody will remember that she's still on. Hey man, that dude, they went from nothing to something. Now you can go on in now. They way better. They way better now. But you know what I'm saying? It's about growth. You know what I'm saying? And they started and was doing what they could do. Whatever little place that was publishing them out there, getting them out there. You know what I'm saying? The media, whatever they were using. Hey man, they just kept doing it stage to stage. Keep your brand. Make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do, and that's it, man. Stop being fearful. Here on the Weekly Scheme podcast, man, we here to give you a voice, get you out there. You know what I'm saying? But we got to put everything back into the company, man. You can't keep taking from it and suck it dry. I've been looking at people on the low, and people didn't know who I was looking at, and I was looking at people to build stuff, people that wanted to be something. They want to grow. You know what I'm saying? And right now I'm in a thing where growth, like everybody got to start putting in. And I got people right now that's putting in right now with me. You know what I'm saying? But they part of it, and I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna put them out there like that. There's some people don't want to be put out, but I know who they are, and they help and they building the brand. Don't be fearful to build your own thing. It's always about you building your own thing and believing in it first. If you don't believe in it, why should anybody else believe in it? I'm believing in mine. And that's all I really had to come out here and say with y'all, man. And that's what I felt about him. There's always a learning curve to everything that you see going on. You can have a funny point about it, you can have mine. Because I stamp my stuff right on his chest. But at the end of the day, I feel bad for the dude. And he should have did a lot better. He gonna be fighting them. And them people got money, man. And he's going to have to find out how he could fight them or just move on about it and just learn from that experience. You know what I'm saying? So this is the Weekly Scheme podcast. You can go like us, share us out. You know what I'm saying? Sub to us, do whatever you got to do because we're going to keep pumping and we're going to be great out there. And I hope people could be a foundation with us. But that's what we're going to do. Follow us on all social media. Put the name in. And we got Mansa Musa out there. This is going to be over and out. I love y'all. Have a good night.